Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Morxemplum, and today I thought I would like to share you an interesting story. Now, so the idea that I got for this story, I was looking at my Google Photos one day, talking to a friend, and I was scrolling down my Matronal Iverden Google Photos account, looking at all my past photos of me. And obviously I was like, wow, I looked incredibly young. Oh my god, I looked so stupid. I look so much better now. But while I was scrolling through my photos, I randomly came across this one screenshot from a website named Blox City. When I first looked at this screenshot, I gained really bad PTSD. And I'm about to explain to you the whole story of my experience with Blox City. Now, obviously, the modern name for Blox City is now called Brick Planet. They name themselves Brick Planet now. I don't know why they changed the name, but it's probably because it sounds more official, more professional. I don't know the official reasoning behind it, but at the time of this incident, Brick Planet was named Blox City, and that's how I know for it to be. It's a knockoff Roblox, essentially. My Matronal Iverden channel at the time had 400 subscribers. I was still somewhat of a growing channel at the time, and I decided to stumble across this website called Brick Planet because somebody told me about it because I was getting really frustrated with Roblox. They were starting to make a bunch of changes that I personally didn't like. So I decided to look for alternatives to Roblox, and someone actually told me about Blox City, and they were like, hey, you should probably try out Blox City if you're not liking Roblox so much. They are an alternative to Roblox, and I think you should give them a try. So I decided to check out the website for myself. One thing that I picked up right away was that they didn't even have any functioning games, which I thought was very interesting. Like, this is a growing and thriving community with like several hundred members, yet the website didn't have any functioning games whatsoever. The only two things that were functioning about this website was that it had a functioning catalog and it had a functioning forum. Now, obviously, when I looked into the Blox City forums, Blox City Central, I stumbled across the TeamSpeak link. And you guys gotta keep in mind, this was in early to mid 2016, so Discord was only starting to gain popularity. So I haven't joined Discord yet. So the only official way of connecting with the community was through TeamSpeak or Skype. Obviously, they decided to go with TeamSpeak because TeamSpeak works better for bigger communities. I downloaded TeamSpeak for the first time and I connected to the TeamSpeak room and I decided to start chatting with a couple of members of the Blox City community. The first couple of minutes that I've had with the Blox City community was actually pretty normal. It was like any other community, just a couple of people who are just getting sick and tired of what Roblox was doing to their website, and they wanted to seek a new alternative. It was only a couple of hours until I realized that there wasn't such a bright side to the community. There is one individual that I remember in particular. His name was, and to put it in the nicest way, he wasn't the nicest person in all of Blox City. He was an individual that was a wannabe Keemstar, but to put it in the shortest way, he essentially promoted toxicity to the community, and he honestly hated me from the start because, you know, I was just some 16-year-old aspiring YouTuber at the time, so he obviously found me to be an easy target. He obviously wanted me to, like, get really mad at him and all that stuff, and it was working for a little bit. I was just so mad at what this dude was doing and how he was able to get away with all this crap, and essentially, like, no one was doing a single thing about it. Not even the Blox City staff themselves did anything towards the situation. They didn't even reach out to him to say, hey, you're not behaving really nicely. You should probably tone it down a little bit because you're being toxic. None of the moderators did anything, so This dude and I just kept feuding over and over again over the most dumbest crap ever, and essentially I just got sick and tired of it. The whole Blox City community didn't really care about me back then. So at the time, Blox City was holding a video contest, and the video contest was about promoting Blox City, you know, trying to expand their community, if you will. So obviously, me being the person I am, enjoying Blox City, I decided to make a video to participate in this contest. And obviously, I don't want to show the video now because cringeworthy was the least you could say about this video. It was a really horrible video. I didn't know that at the time. I thought it was a well-produced video, and I thought that I was gonna blow away the competition with this sort of video. But looking at this video now, I obviously think it's very cringeworthy. It was so horribly produced that I actually had to private the video because I was like, ooh, this video is not so good. I don't want this showing up on my channel. But that was obviously after the amount of backlash that I have gotten from the Blox City community after I uploaded that video. I was essentially a punching bag for the entire Blox City community. I was flamed for making such a horrible video. Nobody wanted to take me seriously in any way. They all thought of me as a joke. Like, they started to agree with saying I was a cringy individual, and I was not someone who to take seriously. He even managed to convince the staff of Blox City to turn against me because they showed them the video and they were like, dude, look at how cringy this individual is. Do you really want to take this clown seriously? It worked. I mean, the moderators didn't care about me at all. I tried to tell them several times that was a bad person, proving that the community was very toxic. They just didn't care. They didn't care at all. And eventually, I got banned from the TeamSpeak because they just weren't gonna put up with my shit anymore. So obviously, I said fuck you to them too, and obviously, I decided to private the video, make sure that nobody could watch it again. And I don't plan on anybody to this day to watch that video. And essentially, I decided to leave Blox City forever and actually go back to Roblox. Because Roblox may be doing a lot of bad changes to their website, but at least, one, they had a functioning game, and two, they weren't as toxic of a community as Blox City was. And yeah, essentially, I had a really bad experience with Blox City. I essentially was seen as a clown by the toxic community that Blox City had at the time. I think a couple months later after I left, Blox City got shut down because, if I remember correctly, the owner of the website said that what they had was a bad business model and they wanted to start off with a new, fresh business model that they think would work a lot better than their old business model. I was like, bro, with the experience that I've had on this website, I'm not coming back to this website. Not a chance. I've had drama with another Roblox community called rsurf, and the drama that I've had with that community was nowhere near as bad as the Blox City drama. At least it was only a small community that was making fun of me, of like less than 100 members. Meanwhile, Blox City was a website with several hundred members, and every single one of them hated my guts. They did not want any association with me whatsoever. And then I only hear about them briefly, being under the name Brick Planet now, and they now have a functioning game engine, but literally it just looks so horrible. I think there is no way that they are going to be anywhere as good as Roblox, because I honestly think their engine is just really... It was just a dream that they're chasing that's never gonna happen. There's no way Brick Planet was ever going to be competition for Roblox, especially after the first shutdown. I knew that this website was doomed to fail after the first shutdown, so... Now, if there's anybody who is from Brick Planet, feel free to comment down below. I want to hear your guys' experiences with Brick Planet. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to be notified for any future uploads that I do. And hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.